Hi everybody, it's Ellen. I have another tutorial for you, and this time it is for a one loom version of my Kaleidoscope basket. I'm definitely into making these little things. I don't know why they're so fun, but I think maybe they're just so adorably cute, and my kids like them, and they're, you know, stuff to put things in, and they carry them around. It's pretty cute. So this is, if you're familiar, of course, with my Kaleidoscope design. It's based off of that, and then if you've made the turtle, which I hope you have because it's adorable, it's just a step farther along to make this. These baskets are the same except for the banding right here is double banded, whereas this one is single banded. So if you're looking to save some bands, that'd probably be the place to do it. I think the handle still needs to be double banded to keep the shape. The single one, it's just kind of a little squishier. It doesn't quite stay firm as the other one does, but I think it still works well with just single banding right there. This is super easy, especially if you've made my Kaleidoscope before. So we'll get started, and we're doing the one loom version, and I have it set up like this so that if you don't have a rainbow loom, but you have the other ones, you can still see that you can make this basket on there. And instead of taking apart my loom this time, I'm going to attempt to show you a transfer so you know that it is possible, and it's not too difficult. And I have kind of a little trick that I'm going to hopefully use that will show it how to be even easier. So we'll start first by laying our bottom perimeter bands, which is just the half hexagon. And start here at the bottom, go 2 to the left, 2 up, and these are the ones that'll be double or single banded if you choose. So this is the option there. And then we'll go 2 back towards the center. This is the rim of the basket. And we will put an end cap here. Make it kind of tight. I'm doing 3 times. We want it to kind of hide in the design, so. And then what we'll do is actually make the handle to the basket, and what that entails is an end cap and then 14 double fishtails. So you can probably make it on the loom here if you don't want to do it with your hook. I'm just going to make it with my hook, but 2 bands wrapped around, and 2 more bands. Pull it through, put it back on your hook, and then so this is the end cap and then 1, so I need 13 more to have end cap plus 14. And 14. So once you have that made, what you'll do is take the open end on your hook, and you're going to put it on this pin right here. Like that. And then we'll just let it hang off, because when we do the other side, we're going to pull this over and put it on the opposite pin. So just let that hang there for now. Now what we need to do is, the reason why this is a basket, and it's deeper than the Kaleidoscope isn't deep at all, but the turtle shell is actually only 1 down, but this is actually 2 down from the perimeter. So I would caution that if you go too much farther down, you'll probably want to start adding in cross pieces between here. Otherwise there'll just be really big holes in the basket. But we're just going 2 down, and to do that we're going to drop 2 bands on every pin. And for me, just kind of illustrating, I'm going to have green be it'll be my purple eventually on this basket. And then this yellow will be this light blue here. You can drop them both on at the same time, but I'm just kind of showing the differences here. So once you have that, what we're going to do is lay some corner bands. So from kind of the corners of the half hexagon, we're going to lay a band towards the center from every corner. Like that. Now we want to make the partial star. So from the pin that's between your corners, you go out that way and then out that way. So we have a partial star. Now we want to put a partial starburst in the center here. So from this middle pin, you're going to go out to every pin. I lost my color. So like that. And then you want an end cap here. Want it kind of tight. So 3 or 4 times around, depending on how stretchy your band is, because you want it to be kind of tight to keep that shape on the bottom. So like that. And now we're going to loom this out. So you can turn your loom around like this. And we're going to start in the starburst center here. Go through the end cap and pull up the top band, whatever that is, and pull it back towards itself. And do that all the way around the circle. Like that. Now we're going to loom out our partial star. Like that. And then the corner pieces. Like that. So now what we need to do is do these bands we dropped. And how we do that is you will stick your hook through the opening here of your band, and you're going to grab whatever color you want to be your top band and pull it up like you're going to loom it. Then get both bands on your hook, pop that off, and then we're just going to do both the bands at the same time. So you grab your other band and pull it through. Put them both back on your hook, and then put all this back on the pin that we took it off of. And you're just going to do that for every one of these around. So in through here, sometimes my bands get in the way, so I just tuck them back, except for when it's not in the right spot. Just want to make sure you don't trap the bottom band in with the top when you're looming it. So I got it through, pop it off, grab that bottom band and pull it through, and then put all this back on your pin. And when you pull them through the bands, I have a tendency to turn my hook so it's easier to go through, but then I end up, when I come back up to put my hook through here, I end up twisting the bands, so I have to be careful to kind of twist the band with me so that it's nice and straight through. Otherwise there'll be little twists in the basket. Just got a couple more here. Yikes. I missed one. But it's an easy fix. Like that. Then I'm just gonna stick my hook through here because my band fell off, so I'll just pull this all up and then pull the band through if it'll let me. And then do the bottom one. So it's pretty easy to fix if it falls off. I know we're kind of messing with things that shouldn't be messed with when we're taking bands off. So this is the last one, like that. Turn my loom back around the other way. So now we just need to loom up the perimeter outside. So we'll go back here through our end cap, grab those bottom bands, and just loom them all the way up to the point. It gets a little tight where the handle is, but it's not too bad. You just grab a hold of the band to pull it up if you need to. Like that. So now we need to do that transfer. And what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, is there's only one open point on this right now, and that's right here by the red arrow. The other ones are not open. So what I'm going to do is use bobby pins to keep this spot and this spot open. These are just regular bobby pins. I've stretched them out so that they aren't so tight here, because I did try pulling them up when they were tight and I ended up breaking a band. So I don't know if it was just a bad band or if it was just because these were too squished. So I just pulled it apart a little bit. And if you actually take two of them, put them up through where you want to be open, of course probably not at the same time, would be a little easier. So, because this point, it might close in, make it hard to find the center, so that's how I'm going to bobby pin this one. The middle stuff, it doesn't really matter, because the only part that I'm really going to be interested in is the starburst center, or the end cap center here, and this band. And that one's, once you have the center, this one will be easy to find. And then the other one is, of course, the open end, and that one we definitely want to capture. These ones are just, they're plastic bobby pins. I think they were, I don't know, the dollar store or something. But like that. So now I have both of the things captured that I care about. So I'm going to take this off the loom. And it kind of looks like this right now. And I think actually, because I do have it off the loom, we're just going to lay some of the other bands to make it easier. So we're going to lay the other half of our hexagon. You'll kind of reference what you had before over here. It makes it a little easier. So mine was blue, so it's two bands. We'll go to the right. And two up. And two back towards the center. Like that. And then technically the handle should go on now, so if you want to do that you can. It's just, this will be the center, we'll put this back up here, this will go down here, and then this wraps around to this point right here. You can either put it on now, or if we lay a few bands over the top of it, you can just pull those bands up and then put this back on once we have the other side secure. So either way will work. I'm just going to put it on there for now, and we'll see if it's too much of a trouble, and we'll take it off if we need to. It shouldn't be too bad because we don't have the whole loom for it to stretch around like on the full version. So what we're going to do is we have the bands laid for this center already on this half. So all we need to do is we need to lay our corner bands, and remember what my colors were here. They were the purple, I hope. We'll lay the two corner bands like that, and then sorry, I'm green. Then we need to lay the other half of the star pattern. Okay, so then once you got the handle on, we're going to drop some bands again. We're not going to drop bands on these two because they're already accounted for. In fact, all the bands throughout the middle are accounted for, so we don't really need to worry about that a whole lot. So we're going to drop bands on these pins. So again, I'm going to drop my green first. And then yellow. And then once we have those dropped, we're going to lay our corner bands. Mine were purple. And you can always reference what you did over here to check. And then we're going to lay our other star pattern the other side of it. So we do want to come out this way because this will get looped out back towards itself in that center end cap there. So just that star pattern. Like that. So, and then for the starburst center here, we have this band, we have this one, and we have the end cap. What we need are the bands that go this way. So just two bands right here. And that should be the bands that we need for the other side. Now, for attaching this, what I like about the bobby pins is, I know some of you have watched my videos, you've seen me struggle pretty good with the C-clips, trying to use those. And it's just because there's nothing to hold on to leverage it or to pull it apart. With this, with the bobby pins, I can pull this wide apart and put it where I need to. And it's the same thing down here. I have my center, I can see it, I can pull on my bobby pins for stretch, and there's my center. So it's on there just like that, super easy. I definitely thank the person who suggested using, they just suggested using one bobby pin, and I tried that and that was horrible. So two is definitely what I would recommend. But then we just want to get our center end cap there, and then our starburst that came out, the first part, just put it up over that next pin. So we're just putting the starburst center on the pins. I know the other ones are kind of bunched up in there, but we're just worried about the starburst part. So like that. So now I can take out my bobby pins. I really hope you think that was as awesome and easy as I did, because that's why I started taking apart my loom in the first place, was because it was so difficult to do a transfer. And I mean, a pack of, I don't know, 100 or 300 of the bobby pins, it's pretty cheap. So I mean, you can, if you have a whole long bracelet you need to move, you can do it pretty easily with these. Alright, so back to the looming. We're going to start in the center again. I'm going to turn this around here. We'll start in the center. We're going to loom out the starburst. Like that. Then we need to loom out our star. So let's go in through the starburst part here. Grab that band, pull it back, and do that in every one. Like that. Then we're going to do our two corner ones. So once you have that, we just need to do where we drop the bands, and then just, you want to double check to make sure which band you picked up first, so to be the one that's closer to the center. So I picked up yellow first before. So we're just going to go back in through here, pick up that top band, put it on our hook, and maybe pull this off. Like that. Grab the next band, pull it through, and then put this all back on our pin. Like that. And just do that for the few on this side. So when you get to here, get to this side, you're actually over halfway done, so it's pretty cool. I don't know why I put that one back on the pin, but I did. Couple more here. And last one. Like that. So now we have all this side. So we just need to come back in here through our end cap, grab that bottom band, and loom it all the way up to the point. And like I said, it gets a little tight where the handle is. But just pull it up and grab your band and pull up on the band instead of using your hook for the pressure. Like that. And that is all the looming. So now what you can do is take your hook, stick it through here, and we'll remove this from the loom. And first we got to close it. And how I do that is I take a band, I pull it through everything on my hook, and then from the inside of the basket where I've come up, I'll go in through the next stitch, or the next band loop right here. Go through there. I'll go through some of this filling here, and then come out the front side of the stitch. Put the band that was on the outside on my hook, pull that back through, and then just pull them through each other And then you can tighten this up as you need to. Make a knot or weave it in however you want to. Mine doesn't want to go very tight. That's okay. But then you just take your basket, stretch it out a little bit. And there's my connection, so you can't really tell. But that is what it looks like. Looks pretty good. Just give it little stretches. So, another cute little basket for everybody to make. Like I said, I don't know why I'm so into making these little baskets, but they're just adorable. So I do have a couple more versions of different baskets that I'm planning to make tutorials on. Like this one's a little different. And this is a granny square basket, which I think is adorable too. So I'm planning to show how to make those as well, but we'll see how far I get there. Or if other people beat me to it. But this is my tutorial for my Kaleidoscope basket on one loom, and I hope you enjoy it, and I will have more tutorials for you soon. Thanks.